A new skydiver needs to follow a precise progression path which has different levels. Those levels are what we call skydiving licenses. And what privileges do those licenses give you as a skydiver? Let's find out in this video. Hey there, it's Catherine Bernier from Skydive Vibes, sharing the passion of skydiving and helping you become better and safer skydivers. So if you're new here, well, consider subscribing and click the little bell icon to be notified whenever we do new videos all about skydiving. So the skydiving sport has a very well detailed progression path to help us skydivers to develop our skills and improve over time in order to be better and safer in the sky. Once you make the decision to become a skydiver, well, the next step is of course to do a first jump course. So whether it's an AFF program or other programs out there depending on your skydiving association, you'll then develop basic skills to help you perform a skydive from the beginning to the end all by yourself. Of course, during the AFF course, you'll be jumping with coaches, but once that's done, you'll then become a solo skydiver. So the solo license is basically the first license out there for skydiving, and it's pretty much just saying that you've completed your AFF course. Now, after that, there are 4 more licenses that you'll want to work towards in order to improve your skills and abilities in the sky. And by doing so, you'll get access to more privileges. Before we start, drop a comment below about what is your actual skydiving license, and also do not hesitate to check out the description where there's gonna be more resources and links for you. So first, the A license. This is the first real license out there that is internationally recognized. Of course, that includes the USPA approved course to be able to fly solo, and then you'll have to get a little bit more experience until you reach 25 jumps. The reason is that you need to do a series of jumps with a coach or an instructor to develop the basic skills required for a license. And this is where the real fun begins. You'll be able to start to do basic group jumps, which is where you'll be able to jump with your friends. You'll also be able to pack your own parachute. Alright, there's gonna be some more exercising involved, but this is where it starts. And you'll also be able to get a briefing for water landings. Keep in mind that at that level, when you're beginning, well, you'll still be pretty new in the sport and you'll be considered as such. So the next step, now that you are a licensed skydiver, is to continue your progression and keep working on your skills until you reach 50 jumps. At that point, you'll qualified for your B license. Before getting your B license though, you'll have to complete a canopy course and make sure that you've done all the coaching jumps necessary. Once you get that B license, well, you're no longer one of the newest people in the sky. And that means that you can take on more responsibilities and tasks. At that level, of course, you can do everything that a licensed skydiver can do, but moreover, you can do complete night jumps, helicopter jumps, and also air balloon jumps. Now that you are a B licensed skydiver, you'll be able to start to look at your coach ratings. But for that, you'll need to reach at least 100 jumps. You'll then be able to start help other skydivers to progress in the sport that you love so much. Now I'd like to give you a personal advice when it's time for you to look at your skydiving progression. I highly recommend that you look at the different steps needed to progress, and you're making sure that you go through those levels as soon as you can. And the main reason is I've seen so many skydivers with a lot of jump number, a lot of experience, but when they wanted to experience another type of skydive or another discipline, well, they end up being blocked by the fact that they didn't have the right license. So when you have that much experience and it's just a matter of getting the paperwork filled out and everything, well, it can be frustrating. So that's my biggest advice to you. The next license is the C license, and you'll be able to get it once you reach 200 jumps. As you're working through that jump number, you'll also have to develop different skills, and you'll have to demonstrate those skills as part of the prerequisite for your C license. So we're talking about doing a series in free fall, but also a certain number of precision landings. As a C holder, you'll be considered as a safer skydiver and you'll be offered a lot more privileges. It's at that license that you'll be able to start to jump with a camera. By the way, about that, I did a video about when and how to jump safely with a camera, and you can watch it by clicking right here. You'll also be able to get introduced to wingsuiting. It's pretty cool. I did it myself exactly at my 200th jump because I was allowed to do so, so I jumped on the occasion and it was a great experience. I'll need to try it again soon. Are you a wingsuiter? Let me know below. You will also, of course, be able to continue your coach rating progression, and you'll also qualify to perform demo jumps after a full-blown briefing and being signed off by your instructor. Last but not least, the D license. This is the highest license that a skydiver can have. For that, you need to reach at least 500 jumps, which will allow you to first being able to jump without any helmet. And of course, you'll be able to do everything that the other licenses can do, plus work toward your pro and tandem ratings. This means that you'll be able to perform demo jumps in more complex environments and situations, but also getting that tandem rating means that you'll be able to become a tandem instructor and help people discover the sky. Of course, for that matter, there's a whole other course that you'll need to do, and you'll need to get a little bit more experience than that 500 jumps, but then you can start to work towards that if that's what you want to do. Alright, so let's do a quick recap. So as soon as you complete your AFF course, you'll then have approximately 10 jumps and you'll be a solo skydiver. Then you'll need to work towards your A license, which you can get at 25 jumps. This will give you access to jump with your friends, and you'll be qualified to pack your own canopy and be briefed for water landings. Next is the B license, which you can get at 50 jumps, and this will allow you to do night jumps, helicopter jumps, and air balloon jumps, as long as you get the proper briefing. Once you have your B license and get your 100 jumps, you'll qualify for your coach rating. Then you'll get your C license at 200 jumps, allowing you to jump with a camera and try wingsuiting. Of course, you can continue in your coach rating progression as well. The last license that you'll get is the D license, which you'll be able to get at 500 jumps. You'll then be able to get the highest coach ratings, but also do your tandem ratings as well. You'll also be able to jump without any helmet and perform more complex demo jumps. Alright, so that was an overview of the skydiving progression that you will experience as a skydiver. Remember my tip, you want to go through that progression as soon as you can, because you don't want any doors being closed whenever you want to try something, that you have the right experience but not the right paperwork done. So make sure you go through that process, and you'll also be a safer skydiver. And the goal of that progression is also for you to keep being excited about your sport, keep being motivated about progressing and learning new things. On that, keep jumping, stay safe, and blue skies!